The media spent the weekend making more bad calls than the NFL refs in New Orleans. They wasted half of it on a BuzzFeed story that ended up being epically discredited by Mueller himself, and the other half slandering high school kids for supposedly harassing a Native American. That ended up being totally false, too. These unhinged activists with press badges have now gone past spinning wild conspiracy theories to fueling hatred and violence against children, with false accusations that they don't even bother to correct once they're proven wrong. So here's a question. At what point do Americans decide that we have had enough of being straight up lied to? Hey guys, welcome back to Reality Check on MRC TV. I'm Brittany Hughes. Now it started with a BuzzFeed report. The media ran wild with this baseless claim that Trump had directed Michael Cohen to lie to Congress about a business deal with Russia. And not only did that rumor get debunked, it got shot down by Mueller himself. Dang. And you know, I get it. If I'd been duped by fake news bombshells from a website best known for Facebook quizzes like, which Harry Potter character are you based on your sock size? Yeah, I would run a crawl under a rock too. But instead of simply owning their mistake and eating some crow, what did the media do? Well, they blamed Trump, first of all. Then they whipped up a lynch mob against a group of Catholic high school students based on a faulty video to try to distract from all of the egg dripping off of their smug faces. And they were too busy passing out pitchforks to even consider that maybe, just maybe, they weren't getting the full story. Nope, they just charged full steam ahead, stomping on rakes the entire freaking way. Now here was the media's version, based on a heavily edited video clip and about 10 gallons of Trump derangement syndrome. A bunch of pro-life teenage boys wore MAGA hats to an anti-abortion rally, therefore, they must be a bunch of racist, privileged rapists in waiting. Then they harassed a poor innocent Native American man who was just beating on a drum in front of the Lincoln Memorial. Yep. And without waiting for a single detail to come out, the media immediately launched an all-out assault against these young men and used them to label the entire March for Life as hateful. A march that they didn't otherwise bother to cover, by the way. Pundits and liberal activists even called for naming these kids and publishing their photos and their addresses online. Now, too bad here's what actually happened if you paid attention. It all started when the students themselves were targeted and harassed by a hate group called the Black Israelites, who called them products of incest and future school shooters. Then, the Native American activist Nathan Phillips walked up to the students, got in their faces, and kept banging on his drum. His followers can then be heard on video telling the teens to, quote, go back to Europe. Think the media corrected their old reports? Not a chance. In fact, CNN, the AP, the Washington Post, and The Hill were still retweeting their false stories a full day after that had been debunked. Things got so bad that one of the high school juniors from Covington Catholic had to issue a statement saying that he'd already gotten multiple death threats and was being harassed repeatedly online. Some of the students say that they aren't going to class this week because of bomb threats that have been made against this school. Seriously. This isn't even spreading fake news about an elected politician anymore, which is bad enough. The media is now spreading lies about kids, and inciting violence against a religious school and its students over politics, over a Trump hat. Because you can bet if these kids had been wearing Antifa masks, this story would have been buried faster than Hillary Clinton's emails. And you know, it's funny how this narrative has changed. Just a year ago, with the Parkland kids, we were told that we can't criticize high school students over their politics because, oh, well, they're just children. But now it's apparently fine to stalk teens, share their personal information online, circulate their yearbook photos, and call for publicly ruining their lives because they're white, go to a Catholic school, and are on the wrong side of the political fence. So now, at what point does the media get held accountable for their lies? When they publish fake news and stop bothering to even correct it? When they ruin a high schooler's entire future based on a myth? What about when they finally get someone hurt or killed? When? It's not just bad journalism, it's slanderous, it's dangerous, and it should have consequences. And at some point, we the people need to decide when this crap has gone far enough. And that's your Reality Check, America. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube page, like us on Facebook and Twitter, and stay sane out there.